Hi beauties, how are you? So welcome to Kendra's Beauty Corner. I'm going to be as fast as possible, and basically this is just a updated makeup regimen. I get a lot of questions about my makeup, how it looks, what do I use? Do I use foundation, powder, liquid, anything like that? So I just came on here to show you guys what my makeup regimen is. So first I moisturize. Make sure that you moisturize with something that has SPF in it so it can protect your face from the sun. After that I spray on the Studio Fix. Pretty sure everyone knows about this. I got it from MAC, but of course there are generic brands that you can get from like Ulta or Sephora or anything like that. Okay, so I spray that on first. Normally people spray it on after, but you have to do what works for you, and what works for me is spraying it on first. Okay, so the first thing that I do is I put a concealer. Okay, I'm not necessarily trying to hide my flaws. I'm just trying to blemish them, make them not as noticeable. Okay, because you can't cover up all your flaws. So the first thing I use is NC50. If you can see that, it's a great concealer by MAC. It's the Pro Longwear Concealer, and all I use is just a regular foundation brush. This is from Face Secrets. Okay, and what I do is just basically cover up all the imperfections that I have. I'm a woman, I'm hairy, I have a mustache, so I cover up that dark discoloration around my face right here. Okay, and basically I'm just patting it in like that. So now the discoloration is gone. Okay, then I go right here because I have been breaking out lately, so just covering that up like that. And again, I don't put on a lot because I'm not trying to hide my imperfections. I'm just trying to make my makeup look a little bit smoother. Like that. Alrighty. I love this stuff. It's like magic in a bottle. Really is. I don't really do anything to my eyebrows because these are my eyebrows. I don't fill them in or anything, but what I will do is take a little concealer and go on the top just to make them look a little bit neater. And that actually, okay, just make them look a little bit neater and cleaner, because when I do have a little hair coming back in, I don't necessarily go get them waxed. I just put this on top of it. Okay, and it may look a little funny on the camera, but any imperfections that you see from my makeup throughout this video, it doesn't show in person. So I'm just putting my makeup on as I see it, so you may see some imperfections, but nothing's perfect. So after that, I put on my foundation, and I use a mineral. I hate using liquid foundation just because I can never find the correct complexion for myself, or skin finish, or whatever you want to call it. I can never find one that meets my needs, match me. Okay, so I use Bare Minerals Matte. I love this stuff. If you're on my Facebook page, Kendra's Beauty Corner, I posted a picture of this. I do Kendra's favorites. So once throughout the week I'll post something that I actually use and love that people question about. But the color I am is Deep is Deep, and I mean, it's so fine, and I mean, I just love it. I really love it. And if you're using a mineral right now, try Bare Minerals because you will love it. I mean, it makes your face look like porcelain, and I get a lot of compliments saying that I look like a baby doll because of the finish that it gives me. So as you see, I didn't even use that much just take that in here and tap off, you know, the excess and just put it on. Okay. And I just buff it in. While I'm buffing it in, I do not pay attention to underneath my eyes because I will be using a little concealer there. So go ahead and buff that in everywhere. My nose, underneath. And the thing about mineral is if you get your proper color for your skin, I mean, once you put it in, it's like it just goes into your skin and just blends in, so you don't have to worry about any neck problems with the discoloration. You don't have to worry about, I mean, if you get your color, it's going to match exactly. So I do have foundation on. I'll just put a little more on just in case y'all think that I didn't put a lot on, but that's just how good it is. It matches my skin perfectly. Okay, it took a couple of tries to actually get the perfect color for my skin, but trial and error basically. Okay, I just buff it in. If I have more time, I'll buff it in a little bit more, but as you can see, except for the pimple right there, my face looks the same. Okay, in my opinion, it looks the same. I try and get makeup that makes me, you know, that gives me a little glow, but I don't want to look like I have makeup on. Okay, so that's all for my foundation. It took a couple of seconds. After that, I use my concealer. I would usually put Pep & Prime underneath my eye, but I don't have it with me right now. So for the sake of time, I'm using NC45, which is my color for concealer. You don't necessarily have to get MAC. It's just up to you. I don't even use that much. That's how much I use. And all I do is take it and put it under my eye. And again, it's not that much. Okay. And some people bring it all the way down, but I just bring it enough for my bags. Okay, and just make sure that you blend it in really, really well. And you can use a brush, you can use your finger. I just like to use my finger because the tip of my finger warms up the product and it just blends into my skin so well. Again, you might see a little flaw on the camera, but it's nothing that I can see myself. So just put that underneath there. And I'm not necessarily rubbing it